here, coming to you guys from my first gas stop. We are on our way to Oklahoma for Adam Sandoval's Stubborn American Campout. Just now leaving Nashville, about an hour outside town actually, but we are headed towards Oklahoma. I think I'm just gonna break it up a little bit. You know, I wasn't really supposed to leave till tomorrow morning, but got off work today and had been watching everybody's videos of them leaving earlier, and I said it, and so we're gonna roll out. Figure we'll probably try and get towards maybe Little Rock or something like that. Hang out there, check that out tonight. I don't have anywhere, I don't know where I'm staying. I don't even know what the hell's in Little Rock, but we're gonna find out. After tonight I'll know. So I'm gonna roll out that way and see what happens. But the sun is setting, so I don't know how much of today's ride we'll actually be able to get on the video, but we're gonna see what we can do. Keep on going for as long as we can, but yeah, here we go. Whoops. I gotta fix this. I hate it when it does this. I always forget to take the to set the rotation so that it can't rotate. Forget how to do it. There we go. Auto rotate is off. There we go. It always, I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen before, but I don't know, the vibrations or maybe just the weird angle that my phone has to be set up at. It's it doesn't like it too much, and it'll rotate on me in the middle of going down the road, which, I mean, but right now isn't that bad because at least to where I'm going this evening out in Little Rock, it's not really the most complicated, you know, mapping directions and stuff. It's basically get on this road and ride. You hit Memphis, then you'll hit Little Rock, and then, you know, after that it gets a little bit more serious, but get on down the road here a little while. Yeah, see, I don't know if you guys can see that from where you're at, but 161 miles, and then also stay on that road some more. So we're gonna ride a little bit. Alright, gas stop number 2. We are right outside of Jackson, Tennessee. A couple hours down the road. Just some gas. We're gonna take a little break here. We're like, I don't know, maybe an hour outside of Memphis. But we're gonna power on through Memphis and keep trying to get a little, hopefully we'll only have to make one more stop, maybe like may not have to, I don't know, we're gonna have to play by ear, but hopefully one more stop right outside of Little Rock, like right before we get there. So we'll see how long this guy will carry us. Anyways, I'm gonna eat me a little bit of a sandwich or a wrap that I brought from home, and we're gonna get on here and crush it. So. Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Not a whole lot of video from yesterday. It was pretty dark the whole time we were riding, so we couldn't get a whole lot of good footage, but it is a new day, bright and early. Well, I don't know really too much about early anymore. It's like 8:30, but I've been up since like 6 o'clock. I just wanted to chill for a little bit. No hurry today. Got about 200 miles left to go to KRIVER. Got into Arkansas. Well, got to the hotel that I stayed at last night. Tried to enjoy one last night in a bed. You got in here at like 11:30, which, fun fact about the state of Arkansas. Well, not so fun for me, but it was a fun fact. I guess on Wednesdays in Arkansas, maybe a couple other days too, I don't really know, you can't buy beer at the gas stations after 11, so missed it by that much. But this gym, you can't track these things down in Nashville very much anymore, so this is my absolute favorite Monster. So this is good stuff. If you've never had it, raspberry tea, Monster Rehab, check these out, so great. But saw those came in pretty clutch. Didn't drink any last night just because, you know, it was 11:30. I kind of wanted to go to bed, not wake up. But this morning, we're in paradise, baby. Anyways, so we're gonna get on, get the gear loaded up back on the bike, parked out front of the hotel. Gave me a good spot with the cameras, such you can see me right down there. So we did that. So we're gonna go down there, load the bike up, get us a little continental breakfast, and get out of here. Head on down the road towards KRIVER. So talk to y'all in a little bit. Man, it's nice out here. It feels so good. It feels so good right now. I have no idea what temperature it is. I'm gonna guess, you know, maybe low 70s. But my goodness, it is just wake up this morning and just crush a oh god, I almost said Red Bull. So wake up this morning and crush a Monster. And then just jump on the bike, take off. This beautiful day, refreshing, you know, weather, not too hot, not too cold. You know, I'm in short sleeves right now, and I feel great. Man, it's just a great feeling. Just a great feeling. Not a care in the world, not shit to do for, let's see, what is today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not shit to do for, you know, including today, 4 more days, which, I mean, the day is young. So I'm gonna say 4 days. Nothing to do for 4 days, but hang out with bikers and ride motorcycles and check out places you've never been to before. It's so cool, man. I'm so excited. You guys probably gonna get tired of me saying that I'm excited, but I'm fucking excited, man. I am sorry. I can't help it.
Bikes get me excited, dude. I don't know. I do not know. You know that thing that you just like, I feel like motorcycles to me, you know, I feel like there's those things that you just idolize as a kid. You were like, man, I want to do that someday when I'm older. And then you get to do it and you're like, meh, you know, that wasn't, you know, you build it up in your head so much. That is not motorcycles. Motorcycles is not like that. You get on a motorcycle, every day I get on a motorcycle, it's better than the day before I got on a motorcycle. Like, it is, every day is just a new adventure, a new experience, a new adventure. It's just a blast, an absolute blast in a tree. And I tell you what, like, I'm excited to try more bikes out too, because I mean, I've ridden quite a few bikes, but you know, I'd really love to take a trip on one of the big Harley baggers. You know, I've got an 09 Dyna Super Glide, but I'd love to try a big trip on one of those, one of the bigger baggers, just to see what that's like. I bet it's just, I mean, because the Dyna is great. That's one of the reasons I bought the Dyna, is because I knew that I love, you know, going on I love going on trips like this. You know, get on, burn up a couple 100 miles, you know, if not more in a day. And you know, I like riding 2-up occasionally. I need stuff to pack my luggage and stuff on. So I know I needed something with a little more beef. So, you know, I wanted to get the Dyna. Plus, I mean, I've always loved the Dyna model. But I would like to take a big trip. I digress. I would like to take a trip on one of the bigger baggers. I think it'd be just so comfortable. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I'd go with the Dyna after I got on one of those. I would just be like, I love you, but I've got to get one of these too now. But anyways, and I really want to get I really want to get a smaller bike too. Basically, I just want, you know, a garage full of motorcycles, as I'm sure many of you all do as well. But you know, maybe one of these days when I win the Powerball and the Angels win the pendant, you know, we'll make it happen. Well, this is definitely the slowest part of the trip, but it's still pretty nice. The wind did get a little chilly. I've been debating whether I was going to stop and put on a jacket, but I don't know. We've got 120 miles to go, so I don't really feel like doing that. I mean, seriously. That says 2 hours and 18 minutes. I mean, I'm doing 60 right now, so I don't know. I'm hoping we can knock off a few minutes here, because I should not have to stop again before I get to KRIVER, unless, you know, I just decide to, or it starts raining, because the sky still does not look super friendly. I checked earlier before I left, and it said it was not supposed to rain where KRIVER is in Moyers. I guess it's Moyers. Until like later this evening, like 5 p.m. or some shit. So I'm hoping that I can get there, get checked in, get set up, you know, get my camp set up, and then maybe grab a beer and find a patio to sit under for a little while the rain comes down. And fingers crossed. I have never tested the tent. I've been preaching this for years, and I did my own thing that I say not to do, which is I bought a new tent, because I wanted something really light and packable for this trip, as opposed to some of the other tents that I have. I do have one tent that probably would have worked, but to be honest with you, I don't know if it's all there after my last move, so I just said screw it and got a better tent that I'm hoping will last me for a couple years here at least. But I did crack it open to make sure that it, like, you know, had poles and stuff, but I have not gotten it out like fully. I have not set it up, and with the amount of rain that we may get this weekend, I am just fingers crossed that I don't get too wet, because that is, you know, that would suck. Anyways, oh well. Regardless, we're here now. We're committed. So we will see what happens.
KRIVER. We are set up. All my gear is in here. Stuff everywhere. Nice fancy beer. Gotta love that Miller Lite. Anyways, the weather's been great so far. Looks a little questionable at the moment, but we're gonna make it happen either way. We're here now. We're ready to party. So yeah. Let's go check it out. Set up. Everybody was chilling last night. Partied. It was a blast. Stayed up probably a little bit too late. But that's okay, because that was night one. It's day. It's night two. But for now, let's go check out KRIVER and maybe get some riding in.
This motorcycle, $14,000 going once, $14,000 going twice. So, James, you got yourself a brand new truck.
What's up, everybody? We left Stubborn American last night. Had an absolute blast. Special thanks to Adam and you know, the whole KRIVER team for putting that on. Had an absolute blast riding home last night. As you can tell, this is not my home. just cruising along, and all of a sudden my check engine light and my battery light comes on, which, you know, generally means there's some sort of charging problem, which ironically is what I just had fixed on this bike before the last trip I went on. Same thing happened in Asheville. I had to replace the battery and the stator. So we're a little stranded right now, about 500 miles from home. As you can tell, I did bring my trickle charger last night, so we pulled the battery out and I'm trying to charge that up, but to be honest with you, I really don't even feel safe necessarily riding at home like this, because thankfully, you know, as you can tell, I have a bed, and you know, there's some food and a truck stop and stuff like that off this exit, which is much better than last time. I mean, I was much closer to home. I was like, you know, about an hour outside of Nashville last time, but the last thing I want to do is get on the freeway and have this happen again, when I don't have all of these things, and you know, get stuck on the interstate in the middle of northern Arkansas, you know, 20 miles from the nearest exit with anything, 30, 40 miles, who knows. To be honest, right now I'm just ready to be home. I'm a little tired and whatever, but at least I had a, you know, warm bed to sleep in last night, and, you know, was able to get some food and stuff. So, you know, things can always be worse, but I'll keep you guys posted. All right, everybody. Well, that was kind of short-lived. Day 2 of being stuck in a motel, trying to get back to Nashville. For some reason, the battery's not receiving a charge back. So I was not sure, you know, whether that was because it's bad battery, which the battery's like 3 months old. So I don't know why that would be, unless, you know, it was a limit or something, and bad core or whatever. So you know, it did take a charge this morning. So, you know, it seemed to, because, you know, I put it on this trickle charger, let it sit there for a while. It did turn green, you know, to tell me, you know, that it was charged up. When I went out there and put it back in the bike, everything fired up perfectly, and the check engine light and the battery light were not there anymore. So I assumed maybe it was just a weird fluke or something, you know. Got on the motorcycle and took off. Well, I got about 180, maybe 200 miles down the road, and there comes the light again. So got back off the exit, the next available exit, and parked at a Love's truck stop. Super awesome people. They let me plug my battery and the trickle charger in so that I could test it. It was showing up as low again. I left it on there for a while and it still did not turn green. But it had been on there for a while, so I took it off, and you know, I took it up there and was able to go right down the street. There was a shop, or not a shop, you know, like an auto parts store. Took it to the auto parts store, hooked it up there, and they tested it, and they said the battery was showing as good. However, you know, when we did the test to see if it was getting any return from the motorcycle, it failed. So we are right out here, just parked and chilling, waiting to see what tomorrow brings. I'm gonna try and get up pretty early. I did go ahead and talk to the guys at the dealership today, but wasn't sure exactly what was going on at that point, so I did not check any parts or anything. I am to call them first thing in the morning when they open, see, you know, do they have all those parts there? Do they have any of those parts there? You know, what's the deal? Also, because this is my first time doing this this way. You know, last time I was able to get the bike towed home. I was close enough to be able to tow the bike home. Right now, not the same situation. I'm still 4 hours from my house. And honestly, 86 miles from the closest Harley Davidson dealership. So, thankfully, they're open on a Monday. A lot of Harley Davidson dealerships are not, but this one is. So, yay. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna probably get the bike towed there. Hopefully they have the part, and you know, they can do me a solid and just get it on really quickly. So hopefully that's great, and I can take my bike and I can go home to my bed tomorrow. If not, I get to figure out something new about the warranty, which is, how does it work if you have your bike at a Harley Davidson dealership and the Harley Davidson dealership doesn't have the part and they have to order it? Do I get to leave my bike there? You know, or do I leave my bike there and then, you know, how does that get to my dealership? You know, do they ship it? Am I supposed to come back, you know, 3 hours to get my bike and figure that whole situation out? Fingers crossed it's not that one, because I would be pissed. How does that work? You know, how do I get a rental? Do they have any Eagle Riders there that I could rent one of those? Because let's be real, cars are pretty expensive to rent right now. So if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just try out a new Harley or something like that, try and get that home too, because I could drop that off at my local Harley shop. So we're gonna see, but I will keep you guys posted. And I'm about to crush some Mickey D's and lay down and watch a show and just relax and decompress a little bit from today. But I will see you all in the morning. What's up, everybody? Day 3 of the journey home from KRIVER campground. Charged the bike up last night. Was able to get enough battery to make it to the dealership up here, Southern Thunder in Mississippi, right outside of Memphis. They tested everything. Got back to me probably about an hour ago. Said stator and regulator are both. So they're replacing them for me. They had one of each left. They're getting it in the bike. So shout out to Jesse and the service crew here at Southern Thunder. Major props to them. Also, I'll be real with you, this dealership is awesome. If you are in this part of Mississippi, or even if you're not and want to come through, you guys should come check this place out. It is really cool. Huge shop, big service department, pool tables, and if you look over here, you will see a bar that is supposed to be opening, I think they said in a month or two. So, and they're gonna start doing some bike nights and stuff like that as well. So, you guys come check that out, support them, tell them Colby sent you. Let's go check out the Southern Thunder Harley Davidson here in Mississippi. Headed back to Nashville. About 200 more miles left to go. Special shout out to the guys here. They were able to get me fixed up. Had to replace both my stator and my regulator. Got the very last parts they had in stock. So, and they, they got me in as quick as possible and took care of me. So if you guys are out here, come check it out. But yeah, special thanks to these guys. Also, I guess this is about it, guys. Special thanks to Adam Sandoval and the whole KRIVER crew. Had an absolute blast. Thank you all for doing what you do. And it was a pleasure to hang out with you all and support the veterans in any way that we can. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please feel free to like and subscribe. Make any comments of stuff that you'd like to see in the future. And I'll see you guys here soon. Thanks.